Welcome to the wide world of sexism, where we judge Olympic sexist coverage as a sport. The field is really looking strong this year. Let's take a look at some of our best competitors. Up first, here's Adam Krieg from the CBC, talking about Canadian tennis player Eugenie Bouchard, and he describes her as not being a competitor because she posts selfies with toothpaste.
She's posting pictures of herself, she's holding up the toothpaste, and she's trying out different hairstyles, and maybe she wants something different than to be a competitor.
It's definitely impressive to claim that a female athlete who's dedicated her entire life to her sport may not be interested in competing. But he could have made his sexism more explicit by, I don't know, asking her to twirl after she achieved a huge feat, like winning a match at the Australian Open or something.
Can you give us a twirl and tell us about your outfit?
Next, watch this unnamed NBC commentator talking about the US female gymnastics team.
They might as well be standing in the middle of a mall.
A classic sexist ageist combo there. He's suggesting that these teenage girls belong in malls, not destroying the competition on an international stage. While we wait for the next competitor, I would be remiss if I didn't mention a new emerging discipline. Olympic bro appropriating, a discipline where a female athlete's success is repackaged and presented as a male one. Like Dan Hicks representing NBC after Hungary's Katinka Hosszú shattered the world record and won the 400-meter individual medley.
And there's the guy responsible for turning Katinka Hosszú, his wife, into a whole different swimmer.
Coming up next is the Chicago Tribune, who've entered in tweet form. Impressive. This comment makes no mention of this female athlete's name or the sport that she plays. That is ace dehumanization. And here comes John Inverdale, representing the BBC. He's somewhat of a veteran of the sport, attempted a backhanded body-shaming comment in 2013, but let's see if he can take his sexist commentary to the next level this time.
You're the first person ever to win 2 Olympic tennis gold medals. That's an extraordinary feat, isn't it?
No hesitation.
Well, to defend the singles title, I think Venus and Serena have won about 4 each.
Ouch. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It is grand salami sexism time. I mean, that play deserves a standing ovation. Asking a man to take credit for a record that 2 women have already broken. I mean, male privilege of steel. Inverdale was inches away from being correct had he qualified with singles, but I also think the erasure of women's accomplishment should have come in a little sooner before the ignorance settled in. The next contestant looks like a headline describing Katie Ledecky setting a new world record in the women's 800-meter freestyle, becoming the first woman to win gold in the 200, 400, and 800-meter freestyle races since 1968. But this article put that second to a silver by Michael Phelps. Even when women come in first, the media puts them second. And here's Mercury News. They're really the Cinderella story of Olympic sexism. This tweet refers to gold medal champion Simone Manuel like Donald Trump refers to his black supporters.
But look at my African American over here. Look at him.
He just wanted it more. But the last contestant is really a collaboration between many, many news organizations having just some flawlessly demeaning debates like whether an Olympic athlete got breast implants or racially charged debates about an athlete's hair. An energetic yet slightly Islamophobic segment exoticizing hijabs. But structural sexism takes collaboration. I mean, it really takes a village. A recent study that looked at over 160 million words within the domain of sport demonstrated higher levels of infantilizing or traditionalist language for women in sport. But then again, what do we expect when 90% of sports editors are white and the same proportion are male? But things are changing, and newsrooms are becoming more and more diverse, which would hopefully mean that shows like The Wide World of Sexism would become completely obsolete. Until then, join us tomorrow night for our special edition of Is it a burqa or a bikini? Let's just definitely not call it what it is, which is a hijab. Also, who the cares?